Hello, and welcome to yet another episode of How I Spent the Apocalypse. Now, this is literally one of the projects that I did at the beginning of the apocalypse. As you can see, it's 4 of those tanks. Each one is different because they were all salvage tanks. I didn't pay any money for them. I had to pay for the guttering. I had to buy a few pressure-treated 2x4s. Most of it's made out of reclaimed wood. I had to buy some guttering and some fasteners and some silicone. Altogether, I've got about $30 in all of that. Okay, I'm using an old hose that you've seen me fix old hoses before. I made the hook that the hose is sitting on out of a piece of shit Jack threw away, and then I just bent to make a hook so I had some place to hang my hose. Okay, now some people ask me, well, why didn't you hook all them together? Well, because I like to multitask, and like most of you that multitask, when you do that, shit gets forgotten, and then you empty a tank, which is why this one at the end is almost empty. Okay, so I'm going to come over here. Lynn's going to go with me. Just for a minute, I want to show you something. Okay. So these 3 tanks had the original equipment here, and all I had to do was buy this stuff and hook it up so that it wouldn't run a hose. But this one didn't have any of that, and I couldn't buy it. So if look in here, see this? You know what this is? This is a piece of old pool liner, above ground pool liner, that I stuck a hole in, and I used one of these 2-way hose because I didn't have a single hose thing, and it goes through, and then I've got it capped off, and I siliconed the living shit out of it and put it together with zip ties. And as you can see, it holds water. In fact, it was full, and like I said, I got busy and used it all on my corn. So
Corn was happy.
Tomatoes.
Oh, there's your ass again.
Damn it, Lynn, are you taking pictures of my ass again?
Yep, you keep showing it.
Okay, so the other thing that I did this year was I put in these 2 raised beds, which I think Lynn's taken pictures of before, but that I haven't actually talked about before. These 2 raised beds are made from the dirt in our compost out in the garden, out in the chicken yard, and the sides are made out of slabs. So I literally have nothing but elbow grease in them. And as you can see, they're giving us a substantial amount of food. So, that's,
The storm, the wind got the corn, didn't it?
Yeah, the wind got the corn, but it's still putting on. So I don't. It'll still do its thing. Ooh, there's a weird one. So, yeah. So this little bed that wasn't here, I just got all of that out of it. This little bed that wasn't there, I'm going to get a couple of ears of corn out of it right now. So, like I said, so I took, I did these at the very beginning of the apocalypse, and as you can see, it's worked out really well. Now they're not made yet, but they will go ahead and make. Here's the thing, I showed you earlier how to stand these up and save them. You can't do that when they're grown. That only works on little corn. On the big ones, you can prop them up, but most of the time it doesn't work. So, again, as I've said before, it's all about making do. You may not be able to get the great big tanks. If you have to buy them, they're not even that expensive, by the way. Here locally, we can get them for about $30 a pop. Damn it, Lynn, did you take another picture of my ass?
Not that time, no.
Okay. Damn it, Lynn. At any rate, so, and everything gets used here. Okay, so we'll eat this corn. I'll give the shucks to the goats. They love to eat the shucks. The cobs I'll give to the chickens, and they will pick every bit of it off, and then I'll put the rest of it in the compost bin, and it'll feed these plants next year. Water, top of the game. Without water, you got nothing. On a farm or in life. Everybody, whether you have a farm, whether you have a garden, anything, if you have a roof line, catch water. Even if you only catch 50 gallons. There are some places where it's illegal to catch water. And why do you suppose that is? Because the man wants to own you, and they know without water, you got nothing. Water is life. I currently have nearly 1,000 gallons right there. Plus, there's this one. Can you get a picture of this one? This
Yes.
one is guttered off that barn. That one fills anytime we get an inch of rain. These 4 containers here fill up in about 4 inches of rain. So, and it's a lot of water. And if you've got water, you can live. So, put in a couple of rain barrels. Put a bucket under the edge. Catch whatever you can catch. If they tell you you're doing something illegal, pretend like you didn't know. Or move someplace where it's not illegal to catch water. I love you all. Well, maybe not that guy. After all, I don't know him. Have a good week.